Welcome to Let's Talk Climate. I'm Jennifer Giordano, and today our episode highlights our latest American Climate Perspective survey titled Health Surpasses Jobs in Climate Action Support. I'm joined by Nicole Hill, who co-authored the report along with ecoAmerica Executive Director Megan Spicer. This survey uncovered important climate and health perspectives. Nicole, what's the background of this report, and would you please give listeners an overview of why ecoAmerica conducted this research?
Hi, Jennifer. Yes, absolutely. So our health is very much linked to climate change. Effects of climate change can impact the air we breathe. It can harm the water we drink. Our exposure to extreme weather conditions like severe heat or severe storms, and it's really tied to our health in every way. So ecoAmerica wanted to follow up on research that we had conducted years prior on understanding the health and climate connection and how Americans understood that connection, and then also on health as a major motivator for climate action support.
Great. What are some of the major findings?
Sure, I'll share my screen and I can show you. So really quickly, before we dig into it, for everybody watching today, I want to share that the full report can be found online on ecoAmerica's website, and it will also be linked in the description of the video below. Also in the report is the full methodology, but I'll just share some of the key details now, which are the report was fielded on between February 8th and February 11th in 2021. It yielded 1,029 respondents. And in interpreting survey results, it's really important to note that all sample surveys are subject to possible sampling error. And the margin of error for this sample is plus or minus 3%. And now we can dig into the findings. So one major finding was that health topped the list of motivations for climate solution support, ranking even higher than jobs. And we asked respondents, would you support climate solutions if they benefited any of the following, then providing the options in health, jobs, resilience, and justice and equity. And the results showed us that benefiting health was really important to Americans. So you can see here that 76% of adults said that they would support climate solutions that protect personal and public health. 71% said increasing good paying jobs, and roughly half say strengthening our communities and advancing justice and equity. 12 months in battling the COVID-19 pandemic might be influencing some of these perspectives. However, the reality is that climate change has already been impacting Americans' health as air pollution, heat waves, and extreme weather events become more severe.
Right, that seems clear. And what were some of the other findings regarding trust in health professionals?
Yeah, so we also asked the sample about their trust in health professionals specifically as a source of climate change information. And this is a question we asked all the way back in 2015. And it's important to highlight how the responses have changed over time. So in 2015, 57% of Americans said that they trusted health professionals, either a lot or some, as sources of climate change information. In 2018, 64% said so. And then today in 2021, 68% of Americans say that they trust health professionals for climate change information. So it's really key to look at how trust has grown, because these results position health professionals actually as really important communicators of climate change information.
Wow, over a 10-point rise since 2015. I'll share with listeners that ecoAmerica has a health program called Climate for Health, which is a national initiative led by a diverse network of health leaders. If you're listening and you're a health professional, check out climateforhealth.org for communication tools made just for you. Nicole, back to the findings. You asked Americans how concerned they are about climate change.
Yes, we did. Thank you, Jennifer. So we wanted to see how concern has changed over time. So we asked Americans how concerned they are about climate change. And what we see is that concern has grown since 2015, but more specifically, the groups that says that they're very concerned, in contrast to those who are somewhat concerned or say that they're not concerned, has grown notably. So you can see here in 2015, 30% of Americans said that they were very concerned about climate change. In 2018, that grew to 40%. And today in 2021, 46% of Americans say that they're very concerned, with a total of 72 combining the very concerned folks with the somewhat concerned group. And we also asked respondents if they thought that we had a moral responsibility to create a safe and healthy future. So what we see is that people are very concerned, and they actually also think that we do have a moral responsibility to ourselves and future generations to create a healthy and safe environment. So the major finding that you'll see in this graph is that majorities across varying political affiliation, age groups, and genders agree that we have this moral responsibility. Nationally, you can see that 85% of Americans agree. And then across the board, majorities in all other sampled categories do as well. So 75% of Republicans say so, 82% of independents agree, and 92% of Democrats agree, and so on and so forth. You can see this high percentage of agreement throughout the graph. So this is one area where we did see widespread agreement.
Interesting to hear that majorities agree we have a moral obligation to create a safe and healthy environment. Nicole, who's making the connection between climate solutions and health benefits?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are, but young folks stand out. So we asked if the US took steps to prevent climate change, how that would impact your health. That's a question we asked the respondents. And nationally, 64% of Americans said that it would improve their health. But younger adults stood out here. So more than other groups, younger Americans in the 18 to 29 years of age category said that climate solutions would benefit their health. 72% of them did. And this is 8 percentage points higher than the national average. You can see 64% of those in the 30 to 44 years of age said that it would benefit their health, 65% of those in the 45 to 60 group. And then all the way over to the right, only 56% of those above 60 said that it would benefit their health. So if any listeners have any questions about this graph or any questions about the report, they can comment below or they can email us. But that sums up these findings. So I'll pass it back to you, Jennifer.
Thanks. So there's widespread agreement that we have moral responsibility to create a safe and healthy future, but there's still much work to be done. Thank you for this report, Nicole. We encourage everyone to go to ecoAmerica.org to download the full report and social toolkit. You'll find a direct link to the research in the video description. Please join us in sharing these findings with your network. Let us know if you have any feedback on this episode or ideas about future topics. We're at research@ecoamerica.org, and join us every Thursday for live episodes of Let's Talk Climate. Engage with us using the hashtag Let's Talk Climate. Subscribe and follow at ecoAmerica on social for the latest research, resources, and Let's Talk Climate episodes on climate action and advocacy. Our next episode is on April 8th, titled Local Action, Personal Benefits, Why You'll Want a 15-Minute City and How to Get One. See you then.